morning. I'm Steve Butler, President Founder of AI Foundry. With me is Jeff Goodrich, one of our solution architects. AI Foundry has built an intelligent process automation platform by integrating deep learning machine vision with intelligent robots to automate operations in virtually any industry. Now, the first industry that we've selected is the mortgage industry, where there's this vast labor pool that manually classifies and extracts hundreds of different document types, extracts thousands of fields of data from those documents, and then performs hundreds of business rules to verify quality and compliance for those documents. We automate all of that to develop a huge ROI for lenders. Now, today we're announcing the industry's first document model for mortgages. What this enables is any lender can upload their mortgage documents to our cloud application and receive back fully indexed and classified documents and fully extracted data all within seconds. We're getting somewhere around 95% accuracy, which is approaching human accuracy for this complexity, across 300 different document types and more than 2,000 field extractions. Now, of course, to get that kind of results, we had to anonymize and curate and label and train the neural nets on hundreds of thousands of mortgage documents. And it's an ongoing process. So why don't we give you a demo on the document model. Jeff?
Yep, thanks, Steve. So we all want automation, but even with today's technology, we still have to deal with documents. Across multiple industries and verticals, companies still have to manage and deal with processing documents. So I'm going to walk you through a simple use case from our Agile Mortgages solution, where we bring the documents in and process them, and we send the results to the system of record, or in this case, to the loan origination system. So in a typical scenario, the documents would come in through a portal where borrowers are uploading those documents, and they're going to come over to our environment. So let me walk you through what's happening behind the scenes. So this is some of the documents that are part of our document model. So like Steve mentioned, we're processing and classifying and extracting data from over 300 document types that are typical for a mortgage process. Okay? We process those documents as part of a package. And here you can see a package with several documents in there. And we classify what they are, we separate them into individual files if needed, and then we extract all the relevant data. So let's focus on this appraisal report. And this is a typical mortgage document, but they can be very complex. There's a lot of data on them, and they're very variable in nature. And so we're going to be able to extract all of the data off of documents like this. And here's an example of the actual appraisal amount that we can extract. And this becomes key data that needs to be analyzed in the mortgage process. Now, part of this package, we're also running a set of rules agents. And the rules agents are collections of rules. And inside the rules, they're designed to do very specific things, to look at the data, look at the documents, and then our robots can take action based on the results of what these rules are doing. So this is our rules agent, our rules dashboard right here. You can see some of the individual rules that are running. You can see the agents that are associated with on the left, and then the result of the rule with the plus or minus over on the right. Now I want to focus on those top two right now. And the first rule, what we're doing is we're taking the value we extracted from the appraisal, and we're comparing it to the actual purchase price. But in this case, the appraisal value is too low. And this becomes a red flag that needs to be addressed. And so our robots can then send an email off to the real estate agent notifying them of this potential issue. That second rule, we're also looking through the appraisal and we're looking if there's any physical deficiencies that have been found. And in this case, there were none. But we update the loan origination system with that result. And so these kinds of activities and checks on the documents and the data are typically being done manually. But our solution, Agile Mortgages, can automate all of these activities, okay? So why is this different than any other solution that does this kind of work? And the main reason is how and the methods we use to classify and extract the data. We utilize visual techniques when we identify those documents and extract that. So think of it this way. How does Google Photos identify that there's a cat or a dog in a photograph? Well, we apply those same concepts to documents. And this allows us to dynamically identify and classify what the document is, and then on variable documents, dynamically find and extract all the relevant data fields from those documents.
Thanks, Jeff. Since we announced the service in February, we've acquired our first 10 customers, about 200,000 loans on the service, and more than $3.5 million in annual recurring revenue. Our sales pipeline is north of $20 million in recurring revenue, and it consists of opportunities with loan originators, secondary market players, loan services, et cetera. In fact, the market for this service on mortgage alone in the US is about $1 billion, but of course there's multiple markets because we can really automate document-intensive processes in any industry. As a company, we're seeking a financial buyer to acquire the company from its parent, put some growth capital in so we become that big company that we think our technology will support. Thanks everyone for hearing the demo and the story.